Hello, welcome to my fourth presentation on Kotlin AI Developer course. Now in this session, I will discuss all about mutable map. Now if you're familiar with Java, this is equivalent to a hash map, where it is a collection that stores key value pairs. Now the collection package and provides fast access to elements using keys. Now it stores data in a key value pair, and the key must be unique. But the values can be duplicated. Now you might wonder, are the keys here immutable? In practice, yes, it is immutable to maintain proper behavior. However, there's no strict enforcement in the Kotlin language itself, meaning you can technically use mutable objects as keys, but that's highly discouraged because it can lead to unexpected behavior. Now, it does not guarantee any specific order of keys or values, and the performance offers O1 average time complexity for basic operations like insert, delete, and lookup. Now, let's try to demonstrate those concepts by creating a project, which is the student grades tracker. Now, the tracker here can store, retrieve, update, and delete student grades. Now, let us try to copy this and paste it to ChatGPT. Now, upon pasting to ChatGPT, the description here, might as well add something that, like, to write it in Kotlin language and provide descriptions. Now, after a while, he will generate the code for us. So here's the code, the Kotlin version of the student grades tracker, which allows updating and deleting student grades in a mutable map. Now here's the code, and all we need to do is to copy that and paste it to IntelliJ. Now in IntelliJ, I have created the tracker.kt file, and I have pasted the code that I copied from ChatGPT. Now in the first line here, we define a scanner. We create the scanner object to read, of course, the user input. Now here, we also have a mutable map of string and a double. Now I created this to, of course, to demonstrate mutable maps. Now this is, I have said before, it's equivalent to a hash map in Java programming. Okay, this is a key, which is the name, and a grade, which is the value. So it's a key value pair, and we define here the choice of the user, that is an integer, a variable to store the user menu choice. Now the user menu choice is 1. He could add and update student grades. 2. He can retrieve the student grades. And 3. Display all the student and grades. 4. Delete the student record. And lastly, 5. He can exit the program. Now, to start with, it's inside the do loop, so might as well print enter your choice. Now, what's the choice? We assign that to scanner.nextInt for us to read the user input as an integer, okay, from the menu choices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, next we define the scanner.nextLine, a new line character left after nextInt. Now when the choice, so we use here the switch case logic, is 1, and of course we have a lambda expression here, it will separate the parameters from the function body. So the function body here is, we print the student name and then assign that name to scanner.nextLine to read the student name, and then we print the grade, or enter the grade, so that the user can enter the grade, and then assign that grade to scanner.next double. So it is the student grade itself. Instead of a float, it is a double. Now, we store and update the student grade in a mutable map. Now, the mutable map, we have defined before, the student grades is a mutable map of a name and a grade. So the name and the grade, which is essentially a key, that's the name, and then the value, which is the grade. And then after that, the might as well print a message that we have updated or appended the grade successfully. Now what if we have the second case? Now the second case here is to retrieve the student grades. Now, of course, let's print a statement here that we have to enter the name of the student to retrieve his grade. Now we assign that to a search name, scanner dot next line. This will read the name of the student that we are interested in, or the student to search for. Now in case that this search name, okay, we check if it is or we check if the student exists. If it exists or it contains the key search name, then might as well print this name, and of course the corresponding grade. Okay, so we print the student and its grade if the grade is present, or if the student is within the inventory list. If, for example, the student or its corresponding grade does not exist, the student does not exist, then we have an else statement here that the student is nowhere to be found. Okay, he's not there. Now let's go on to the third case. The third case here is we display all the students and their grades. Now let's print a statement here that we are printing all of the students grade. Now in case that this list or this mutable map is empty, okay, is empty, we print that there's no records to be found, simply because we have not we didn't enter any we didn't store any name or any student in the list. Okay, we didn't enter anything in the mutable map. Now else, if there's a single entry there, we have a for loop here. We iterate through each student's name and his grade in the student grades mutable map. Okay, so he will iterate through all of it, through all of the students in the record, so that he could print everything that the list has, and it will display the name and the grade. We print each student and their grade. So we have a $sign name and a $sign grade. Okay. Now for the fourth case, we now delete the student record. Now might as well enter a student name to delete. So that's our message. Now after a while, we define a value here, which is a delete name, assigned to scanner dot next line. We read the name of the student to delete. So if this delete name is we can find it in the list or in the mutable map, then all we need to do is to remove this delete name from the student grades. Okay, and might as well print a message that this delete name has been deleted successfully. If the mutable map is not empty or it's not null, else the student is not found. Okay. So there's nothing there. We cannot find the name of the student. So print something like a student not found. Now finally, for the fifth case, we print that we're going to exit the program and say goodbye. Now, if the choice is invalid, we enter a option that does not belong to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then say or give a message to the user that you should enter a valid option. So here we are handling an invalid input. Now of course we have a while here. So if the choice is not 5, meaning you are not exiting the program. If you don't exit the program, then you continue to loop until the user chooses to exit. So until the user chooses 5. Okay, so that's the fifth case where you exit the program. And if you exit the program now, might as well close the scanner so that you can prevent memory leaks. Now let's try to run the program. So let's run it. Okay, so Kotlin is building it, and then our program is up. Then we add or update a student grade. Now let's try to add the grade as Michael. Say for example his grade is 90. Then another student, let's try to add Anna, and her grade is 80. Now let's try to retrieve a student, let's say Anna, and yes, we have retrieved Anna's grade, which is 80. So that's the second case. So here we present the grade, or we display the grade of the search name. So the search name is Anna, and the grade corresponding to that is 80. Now let's try the third case, wherein we display all of the students and their grades. Okay, so let's try 3. So as you can see, that serves as the function that will serve the function of the for loop. Now the for loop here will iterate through all of the record, iterate through each student's record. Now it will be printed as name and a grade, the dollar name and the dollar grade. So the names here are Michael and Anna, and the grade, corresponding grades, that is 1980. So let's try the fourth case, wherein we delete the student record 4. Enter the student name to delete. Now if we want to delete, that's the delete name here. So let's try to delete Michael. So might as well view it. Okay, since Michael is deleted, all that is left is Anna. Okay, now we're through with it, everything is done. So let's try to exit the program. So let's try the fifth case. Okay, 5. That's correct. We exit the program, and then we might as well leave a message that the program exited, and it has a message goodbye. So that's it. I have demonstrated to you the concept of mutable maps. That's a collection of a name and that's a collection of keys and values manifested by the names and the grades. Now in the next sessions, I will discuss more of this Kotlin programming language by creating more projects. Now for now, that's all, and thank you.